I've been trying to choose my Hobonichi 2027 planner setup, but I've been running into the same problem over and over, in that I'm having a hard time picturing the cover with the book, especially like a Tragen cover with a HON or a Weeks. And I really want my planner system to be all cohesive next year. There's a specific setup that I'm trying to do, and I was having a hard time imagining that. So I asked ChatGPT. So let's look at how I went through the process and what some of the things were that it gave me. There were some hits and there were definitely some misses. So the first thing I did was uploaded the product photos of the Horns, the Tragens, and the Weeks, because those are mainly the ones that I was looking at, as well as the Mina Perhonen. And I asked it to make sure to keep the dimensions a certain size. But in the beginning, I wasn't specific enough. So let me show you some of the errors. Shopping online can be a little difficult with colors and seeing how they're going to be on a side by side. So I asked ChatGPT in particular to stack these items so that I could really visualize them together. Before we begin, these are all AI generated. I have not been to the preview event yet, and I have not been able to stack these or see these in person yet. These are all strictly pictures from the Hobonichi's website so that I could see how they could be mashed together with ChatGPT. When using ChatGPT, I've learned you have to be as specific as possible. So it was trying to do its own creative strategy with my books, and it created this weird looking thing. It added its own little pocket there and put the weeks in a slot that doesn't even exist. So I had to be more specific in my description and tell ChatGPT the dimensions, the outer dimensions of the Tragen. I also gave it the outer dimensions of the Hon and the outer dimensions of the weeks. Then you'll get a more accurate rendering as you go along. Some of them are still, the proportions are a little off, but at least the colors and the sizing is closer to where it actually looks like the real deal. So let's begin with the A5 Tragen that inspired this whole thing. So in my head, I had thought about the Tragen with the Midnight Weeks and the Kubota Hon. I wanted to see those three specific items together. And that is what it ended up looking at, which is pretty nice. It's about what I thought it would look like, but ChatGPT really surprised me in the end. I'll show you another configuration that it gave me for a week's cover I had not even considered. Another pairing it put together for me all on its own is the Midnight Weeks with the Mina Perhonen. Just because I had initially thought of the Midnight Weeks, it pulled from what it could see on the website for listed as colors, what it thought would go well with that Midnight Weeks. So here it gave me the zipper closure of the Hobonichi, and this is a pairing I hadn't even considered. I was thinking about an A5 cover for the Mina Perhonen, but seeing this, it's quite beautiful. Another one it generated all on its own without me even telling it that I was seriously considering this cover is it suggested that I pair the Tragen with this A6 cover. And when I saw this combo, it was just gorgeous. So the A6, could fold inside or whatever, but it's really to just be stacked or paired with it. It will be a separate book. I wasn't planning to put it in the cover or anything like that, but just having them on my desk stacked just like this would be absolutely beautiful. And ChatGPT came up with this stack all on its own. So then I asked it to combine all of my ideas plus the one it gave me, and then this is the shot that it gave me. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm leaning strongly towards it. No decisions have been made, but it surprised me in the end with a different weeks option. We'll get to that at the end of the video. Another option it suggested to me was the one with the moon on it. And wow, what a striking combo this is. So after it gave me that suggestion, I asked it to pair it with a hon and let me see what that would look like. So here it is with the hon, the navy hon with the slash, and what a beautiful pairing this is. It is very striking. So this is where things really start getting complicated for me. So when I saw how good ChatGPT was at blending these things, I gave it all the Tragen covers and said, okay, give me all the combos you would recommend of a Tragen with a Hon and a Weeks. And then this is what it started giving me. Look at this combo. So this is the CMOS with the Vine by V&A collaboration with William Morris. This is such a stunning combo. And then it added the Cafe au lait Weeks with that. This is just beautiful. I had not even considered this combo, and it is just striking. So I went for something a little bit more neutral, along with the same lines of the William Morris prints, and it gave me the A5 Tragen in CMOS with the A5 HON with the slash in navy, and then I can't even pronounce this pattern, but this week's from the V&A line. It is gorgeous. So seeing the hon with the slash in more of the mixes, it got my curiosity going because one of those Tragens is a brilliant, beautiful red. And I remember seeing that same color red on two different lines, the Yumi Kitagishi as well as the Frederick. So I asked it to pair the red Tragen with some of those combos. So I asked ChatGPT to play with some of these other colors for me in those red colors. So it pulled up the Tragen in red with the navy hon with the slash in an A5 and the Frederick's Weeks. And it is just adorable. Now, this is where it went all wild and crazy on its own and gave me a very unexpected result that I also think is kind of cute. So it's the red Tragen with the Yumi Kitagishi A5 and then the Frederick. I'm not a big person into cats, but the whole cat and mouse thing is so cute. So I really love this setup as well. Is it something you think you would go for? So the combo that really surprised me that ChatGPT put all together on its own is this combination of the A5 Bitter Plaid Tragen, the Kubota Hon, the Strawberry Fields by William Morris, and this Cafe au lait Weeks. This is just stunning. I didn't even know that this particular Weeks was coming out. I totally missed it. I guess because it's so neutral, I hadn't even paid attention to it. So I'm having a struggle. So I'm going to ask for your opinion in a poll below. Which one do you think I should choose? Do you think it should be this combo with the Cafe au lait? Or do you think it should be the combo with the Midnight Navy? Or something completely different, like the one with the moon and the A5 slash hon. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your combos are. I'm having a really hard time deciding. So hopefully when I attend that preview event this weekend and I get to see them and touch them and really stack them, it'll help me make a better decision in person. So stay tuned for those videos. I will be live at the preview event at Little Craft Place in Spring, Texas, and then we'll see what we all end up choosing. See you soon.